Wow, wow, hello, 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 hello. Yeah, I'ma leave all that in there. I like that. That's my new ad lib. Hello, hello.
Gonna transition on to number two. Well, we're gonna kind of skip around so we kind of stay connected here. How y'all feel about Trump being finally suspended from social media?
Suspend that mother.
Jamal. No, in recent news, y'all, Trump has been suspended from Facebook, then Instagram, and then he got suspended from Twitter officially. How y'all feel about that?
About time.
Yeah.
For how long though?
Hopefully for
That's another
eternity.
question.
Because it's like, well, at least somebody's actually taking action. But it's like that question, as he said, good, Benny. How long? Because it could be a slap on the wrist, like, okay, yeah, you're under suspension, but please don't do it again, type of thing. When you know better.
I feel you.
Like, he don't hold that power anymore. He's still trying to hold lineage and leverage on things that's uncontrollable, that he knows after he leaves that household he won't have any control of. One of them would be his, let me just not say that, but your livelihood is one of them. You don't hold that power anymore. You're just like one of us, let's say that.
Right. I was just about to say that. I was about to say, you, just because you have power, you're taking advantage over it, and using a social platform to get your power out there and feel like your power is going to change everything, when it's not. We still have codes to abide by. Even though you're president of the United States, you still have rules to abide.
That's what's going to eat them up.
So yeah, I think they only suspended him until he's completely out of office. But I feel like it still needs to be a longer time period that he is suspended on social media, because there's no telling what he's gonna do after he's out the White House and have all these people that still support him go crazy.
A platform for spreading lies, basically. He's been doing it now for 5-6 years now, and decided to do it within his last 3 weeks in office. If you don't see no hypocrisy in that, then just look at it.
Right.
Because why now? Why now do you decide to do that? He's been talking this bull job for this long, and honestly, if y'all not been reading, they obviously think about impeaching him, and it's not just obviously get him out of office in these last couple of days. Here, there's certain benefits and certain privileges that come along from being a president. Obviously after the fact, there's money. They're talking medical insurance, care, all that good stuff here. So you take away that right from him, then he's, like you said, Chef, up for public consumption, up for public trial, all that good stuff.
But my thing is, bro, didn't that man just get impeached last year and he was still in the office
That's
for all
what
this
I'm
time?
saying. How are he able to run again?
It's a process. It's a process. They have to file paperwork. Then they have to bring it to the Senate and the House or somebody. They have to.
They both got to prove it.
I need
one word.
I need to know. Even though it's a process, I don't know how this goes. But I'm like, if you're impeached, then wouldn't it make sense to not have the qualifications to run for the presidency of next year? I mean, for the next 4 terms, because he was able to run again, and yet he was impeached. So I don't even know why everybody's still like turning up and tripping over that.
He wasn't impeached.
He wasn't? I thought he was.
He wasn't.
They were going through the process. They did not complete it.
Yes.
It wasn't complete.
I have no evidence for him to be impeached.
They basically, bro, like they gave him a summer packet. You know how your teacher just give you the summer package?
Yeah.
They gave that to him, but it wasn't finalized.
Yeah, that's something else.
It's on the people that handles that. They didn't have enough evidence. They didn't have their game. Yeah, I think they played around with this topic, him being impeached, and someone was like, oh, I don't see him doing a bad job, and then you got the other ones over here like, no, he got to go. And it was so much controversy within the Senate. Like they're butting heads. The Senate and the House is like butting heads with the Republicans and the Democrats. Now this incident that happened, now we should come together, hold hands, and get him out. You should have did this a long time ago instead of bickering and fighting. This is the first presidency in history that has just went kaboom. Like it's uncalled for. We could have had him out of there. Like I would have been fine with Pence, because now Pence is waking up. To be real, Pence is waking up now and like, oh, I don't want to be a part of him.
I approach these people have been on melatonin or something. Like, how y'all been so sleep to this Negro putting all this? Like, I don't understand how y'all just now seeing what's going on with this man. Like, he been tweeting this crazy shit since ever.
Yeah.
Before he was voted in, after he was voted in. So I'm like, I don't understand why y'all just now seeing, like, this is not get out moment. Y'all can't get woke now. Like, y'all put y'all blinders on for a reason.
Yeah.
I didn't want to see it. And now it's just like, you can't not put blinders on it, put your shades to it, because we here in your face. And like, y'all got to get together, or we just about to sit here and let y'all know what it is. I just not understand it. Like, it's just killing me.
Yeah, you gotta understand, like, when you at the table and you eating, you ain't gonna mess up or say anything that would keep that plate from you. So everybody that was part of his party, it was eating, no matter the bullshit that he was pulling. Same shit that was happening with R. Kelly and his people, you know what I'm saying? And I hate to drag that in too, but nonetheless, like, the people that he was a part of or the people that were around him, they were around him because they were still able to eat. They were still able to eat and mooch off of it. So therefore, they just turn a blind eye to the shit where it's like, yeah, you need to have integrity to speak up on that because that ain't, you know what I'm saying, that ain't right. But yeah, like that's how I seen it. But
now he had too many apologies.
They ain't going for it no more. They were speaking. They're more vocal now that they know that he's getting out of there.
No. This is also something since we, before we transition. Have y'all heard about these public officials that have been, quote unquote, resigning from their office position since the riot?
I haven't.
There's been I think 5, I could be wrong. But the only problem with that is when it comes to impeaching him, their resigning can alter that being completed officially. Because they're the people that can be voting for him to be impeached. If they're not in office, you can't vote.
Yeah.
And so it's just something to keep a look on, because I gotta get the count again, but they don't need to be resigning right now. They just don't.
But you feel like if their team is better than just to vote on it from their perspective, especially if they don't agree with that man? I mean, like, are they like Democrats? I'm not sure. You bring this.
I do have to check their political affiliation here, but I just know they could have been Republicans since they had that House seat.
Yeah,
and so it's just something.
Just like, you know what I'm saying, just separate themselves from and like resign rather than just going against that, because I feel like if they go against that or vote against it, even if in their heart they feel like that's not right, and even I feel like if they vote against it, you have some radical Republicans that'll just be like, oh no, well, we ain't supporting you on your next endeavor. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's probably could be a reason. But that's just me going off at the top right now.
So y'all remember this: if he does not get impeached, he can run again in 4 years, yo.
That would be crazy.
To go.
I said
them boys gonna come back regrouped, and they gonna vote for him again.
Yeah, and then that I feel like that's sad to say. I feel like that could be a civil war just brewing if that was the case, because he would just be winning off of hate, man. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. And I had seen something. I spoke about it, I want to say a couple of episodes ago, if I'm not mistaken, but it was like a guy was just going out there interviewing like Trump supporters, and they were he was just asking them questions, the question that you think that they would know. And then they were just sounding ignorant in their responses, saying like, well, he's and then like, all right, so for example.
What was that show?
No, it was just somebody that did it randomly. It wasn't a show. But for example, there was a question that he had asked one of the people that said, so would you trust Kamala to be in office, a female or whatever? And then the Trump supporters was like, no, never, never. Why is that? They said because they would press the button to start the war and everything. And then he was like, he stopped. And he was like, so you're saying a woman would press the button because their emotions or whatever, right? And then they were like, yeah. And then
That's basically what they're saying, yeah.
Then asked the question, well, all of our past presidents and vice presidents were VPs. I mean, were men, weren't they? And then they just stopped and thought about it. It was like, well, yeah, but she'll press the button. It's just like they go off of whatever.
Yeah.
First VP. And they talking like that. But yeah, I feel like they just uneducated and move off of hate.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know people were saying the same thing about Hillary back in the day too, saying if she get elected, she gonna, that time of the month, she'll blow the country up type shit.
Traveling.
Like
But
I said,
one of the last things that Trump kind of did for us was give us a $600 stimulus check. Shout out to everybody who got theirs. I got mine. I'm gonna throw mine right in the savings.
Hey,
I just got mine yesterday, and I pay bills, so I'm broke again until I get paid.
I'm about to say how I felt on the inside was the fake that Chris just did.
Lucky y'all.
Yo, Chris, come on, bro. Come on.
All right, go ahead.
So nobody, hold on. Those are two good jokes. We're not gonna be quiet when Jamal throws his jokes out there. Not tonight.
You threw a joke?
21.
What joke?
Terrence, dog, come on, son.
Hey, I'm laughing, man, but I'm looking at everybody's reaction. They missed it.
And Benny, he with the shits, but he ain't gonna say nothing. If you're gonna be active, Taryn, I need you to be active, Taryn. Benny, you too. That was a good joke. The fireworks in the background. She says a lot happening behind her. Come on, dog.
I missed it. It was a joke.
Yeah, we get on Chelsea in her background.
Oh, I did catch it. It must not be funny. I'm sorry.
Move your left shoulder to the a little bit. I'm trying to see myself.
Take it or leave it, but hey, I stand.
There it is. Y'all see that dude right there in the green shirt over by Chelsea? All right, Chelsea, you done put a head. All right, now you gotta move
it on Chelsea. Just flip your hair on him. Damn.
Oh, but like I was saying when I was sounding like a robot, I said shout out to
she
y'all
clipped.
because I ain't got my shit yet.
Oh shit, we ain't got the fire tablet.
Oh.
Yeah, because I was trying to figure out how it's gonna work on my son's tablet, but that shit is
Nene, check your emails because I got an email from TurboTax that told me when mine were coming. But if you have a link to where you can check to see when it's coming or if you getting one.
Well, for the second stimulus, that told me it wasn't available. But shit, I'm still waiting on the tax check.
Oh,
from 2019.
Wow.
Oh, you never got the first one?
I got my first one, but I haven't got my second one yet.
Okay.
That's between you and the Lord. I don't know what's going on.
There was a report out there saying that if you ain't filed your taxes last year, then you wasn't getting it. I don't know how real that is.
I did file my taxes. I still ain't got them shit.
They were talking about 2020 taxes. You can't file them yet because some people find it too. That's stupid.
Yeah, so I guess they're gonna make us wait again. And I'll be waiting at 2022 to get my shit again.
Well, it's crazy because I know some people that had lost their jobs last year and they applied to unemployment and they still haven't even got their unemployment checks.
How long ago they filed, bro?
Whenever it happened.
Okay. That's crazy. I know they was backed up, bro.
My homegirl, she said her mom never got the first stimulus and she still haven't got this one.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So a lot of people, because the link that I have, some people get told that they won't get one at all. So that's why I said I didn't ever do it until TurboTax told me that my shit was coming through in the email.
Well,
Chelsea, what's going on with you?
I had to give me something to drink. Shit.
No, it went from 2021 to Baptist Episcopal. I didn't know what was going on.
I ain't gonna clown my grandma count.
Chelsea got that Egyptian goddess hair in. Okay.
Lord have mercy.
Chelsea.
I know.
So going off kind of like the stimulus check question here, since the new regime is coming in, you know, obviously Biden and Kamala, do y'all think we'll receive another one?
Yeah.
Okay. You think it's gonna be $300?
I don't know if it's gonna be 200 or whatever. I don't know what it's gonna be. But the reason why I say that is because Biden is getting his affairs in order, and supposedly his cabinet that he already chose has advised him to go ahead and shut us down to make things limited again. So therefore, a lot of people are not going to be working. Daycare is going to be closed, so you're going to have to put out something for your country so you can get revenue and all that stuff. So
well, as long as they keep the schools virtual, I'm good. I can get my paycheck, so I don't care.
I will not go.
What class you teach?
Oh no, I'm office support. Okay, I work in the office behind the desk, answering the phone. I have my cell phone connected to my office phone, so anytime you call, I answer.
Question, bro. What kind of calls you be getting? Like, in what category with you working behind desk?
Let me tell you about these motherfuckers.
During COVID.
So they call about their PIN numbers, which you should have got last semester. They call about their classes, which I can't help you on. Like, you got to talk to your professor or your advisor. If you're a senior, I don't need your parents calling me, asking me questions. If you're a grad student, I really don't need you your parents calling me.
Yeah,
I have had grad students' parents calling me about stuff.
I'm thinking it was different grade level. My fault.
Oh, no. It's all everybody together from freshman to senior. Now, when I was working in financial aid, that's when I had the grad students' parents calling. But I don't work at A&T for anybody that's watching this.
You work at Central. Moving on.
Right. I work at Wake Forest.
At this point, you need to go ahead and tell them you work for DeVry.
Shut up.
Hey, they may get paid more. You never know.
Shout out to Benny, man. Benny, my dog.
Oh, you go to DeVry, Benny? You go to DeVry?
No, he laughing. That's why I was.
He looked like he go to DeVry, so I didn't know.
Nice commercial.
I just called you said.
All right, moving on.
Wow. Hello. Yeah, I'ma leave all that in there. I like